the game and took the crowd completely out of it.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying thank you for tuning.
Why do I feel like your puppet? You pull my strings while you play me. Why do I move with your movement? Up on your stage, I'm performing. Left you, but I'm back here on your sofa. Thought I needed space, I want you closer. So why do I move with your movement? Under your strings like a puppet. I'm too afraid to turn my back on this. Swear you did a number on me like some raffle tickets. Lucky you stuck with me, might as well tattoo that. Be like that sometimes you show up, I be acting different. Maybe I'm crazy, but if I lose you, oh, I don't know if I'll survive. You drive me crazy for your amusement, and I'm alone for the ride. Got me talking to myself, saying to myself, oh no, sweet like that, not a beautiful dream. Should move it to the left, move it to the left, oh, no one know better, no one know better. So why do I feel like your puppet? You pull my strings while you play me. Why do I move with your movement? Up on your stage, I'm performing. Left you, but I'm back here on your sofa. Thought I needed space, I want you closer. So why do I move with your movement? Under your strings like a puppet. I don't mind the strings attached, big facts, no print. Sweet like Stevie, and no wonder Stevie isn't superstitious. I don't see no competition, that's a bird box. See the ribbon in my sky tripping, play a chicken in me like a head on collision. Maybe I'm crazy, but if I lose you, oh, I don't know if I'll survive. You drive me crazy for your amusement, and I'm alone for the ride. Got me talking to myself, saying to myself, oh no, sweet like that, not a beautiful dream. Should move it to the left, move it to the left, oh, no one know better, no one know better. So why do I feel like your puppet? You pull me. Why do I move with your movement? Up on your stage, I'm performing. Left you, but I'm back here on your sofa. Thought I needed space, I want you closer. So why do I move with your movement? Under your strings like a puppet. Maybe I'm crazy, but if I lose you, oh, I don't know if I'll survive. You drive me crazy for your amusement, and I'm alone for the ride.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. Yeah. What? She got me like. Yeah. I'ma keep it simple. Turn the sportish to a benzo. Like shawty, where your friends though? On that, we got me on. Yeah, crescendo with after. Like girl, here's your Uber. You know that I'm super duper. When I flow, it's kinda crazy. Yeah, I had to get my groove up. Yeah, I had to get my groove up. Ain't this doomsday on the drums? Yeah, we just did it for fun. Yeah, yeah. You know that I gotta go and get it right. Nah, wait. But she just wanna stay at the club all night. Like, I'm running out of money, we ain't got no more. I got M's in the bank, M's in the bank, like shawty, what you think? Take it to an island, you know that I'm styling on these rappers. Yeah, they weak, yeah, they cheap, yeah, they can't do this, yeah. I'ma keep it simple, turn the sportish to a benzo. Like shawty, where your friends though? On that, we got me on, yeah, crescendo. It's never hating, showing love. That's for my kinfolk.
Hola. I'm done playing with y'all. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Born with 6 on my senses, still I'm reckless and ignorant. I've been browsing and interested.
It is the last round of our fantasy draft. Chris is on the clock. Who do you got?
I obviously need someone that knows how to get the ball to Kobe and shoot off of when he gets double teamed. So I'm going to choose my other Laker love, Derek Fisher, for my point guard.
You know, I got a great pick, and I'm shocked he is still available this late in the draft.
So I built up defenses. You can't blame me, I came a long way from my town. Born and raised, red are the walls and black are the Benzes. My money colored and yellow, my pigment. Yeah, this ain't a game to me, don't you come after me. Yeah, wait, add another tally, that go. Wait, you should know better than that. Whatever you have, the pressure ain't greener, cause that's that I seen it. The smoke in the mirror, the mind of a genius. Wait, they got you running in place. Money now you got a taste. Ayy, Gucci belt all on the waist. Ayy, rollies for you always late. Look at me now, I be glowing up. It's a cold, get my bundle up. I like an uppercut, watch me.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, and GA, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The modern NBA certainly owes a debt.
So exciting to see. No doubt about it, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kyrie Irving is out there with Doncic. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Powell in at the 4 slot. And for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. TJ Warren out there with Durant. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Doncic has got the opening field goal of the game for the Mavs.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
Powell finds Doncic. Misses the three. We're about 1 minute into the first. Shoots a fader. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The wide open look for Durant. Bullock with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing, but they don't want to chance that again.
And taken away by Paul. And now the Suns, a fast break. Durant's running, shoots over Bullock, goes back up. And Ayton with the layup.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
On its way from Irving for 2. Dallas no good that time either.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Warren the pass to Ayton. Count that one.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Doncic dishes the Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Back the ball. Stolen by Zubats. Bullock with it. Chris Paul covering. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Here's Irving. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
How about Irving showing you great energy there, just refusing to be boxed out.
Paul passes to Warren. Now here's Booker. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Irving up top, defended by Booker. Doncic, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. As we get close to the All-Star break, Greg, what's the vibe like in the locker room post-trade deadline?
It's great if you're a playoff team and just knowing your GM wanted to keep you on the squad. Plus, you've got a little break coming up, so lots of happy dressing rooms right now.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Baisley's checked in for Durant. Torrey Craig comes in for Warren. Damian Lee is checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
McGee against Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Powell. McGee trying to break free. Misses from short range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Island passes to Harris. 1:46 left in the first quarter of the game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Here's Ayton. Pass to Okogie. Kicks to Lee. Ayton with it. Over Green. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And the Mavericks call time here.
trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's a Kogi. And Ayton throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Green dishes to Powell. Got a piece of it. To the paint. They kick it out to Green. Shoots over Payne. Pass to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Another shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The length and mobility of Powell is really impressive. He's a solid big guy who I think continues just to get better at both ends.
He's off on the second.
Sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
From outside, off the mark. DeAndre, he has been the guy making things happen for the Suns. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Here they are, your Suns.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Suns, this has been the game they wanted to have.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups. Defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is up there with T.J. Warren, and it's Baisley in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
From deep, Green, the rebound by KD. Suns leading by 12. Booker in the corner. Fires for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Booker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And Booker kicks to Paul. Driving inside.
Yeah, a defensive Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
Mavericks trail by 13. The pass to Bullock. Here's Zubac. Now, here is Irving. Doncic passes to Irving. They kick it out to Green. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Booker on the mark with the 15-footer. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
Doncic. Second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Passes it to KD. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Paul against Doncic. Second shot opportunity, and it's Paul getting it to go. And the Suns lead by 15.
Paul's ball handling skills are insane, off the charts, amazing at snaking through and making the defense look bad.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that finish sums up the whole game. They have a big lead due to execution on drives just like that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. No good from Zubac.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Great. What do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Now he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Ayton kicks to Craig. It's rebounded by Dallas. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton.
You know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul.
Clark, when the Mavs traded for Rajon Rondo during the 14-15 season, Dwight Powell was included in that package, and he's still with them.
Yeah, you know, Rondo spent just a half season with the Mavs. And really, at that point in time, was in the second half of his career, while Powell has been there ever since and is a nice foundational piece. I mean, they love his work ethic, and he's a key part of their rotation, and I don't see that changing.
A wide open look here for Craig. Drains it from beyond the arc. Craig's got 5.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Powell, the pass to Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Well, I tell you what, Kyrie is an absolute magician inside. I mean, it's obvious that he works on his finishing, but he works on big guy drills too. That makes him even more impossible to deal with. I don't know if we've seen a better finisher in the history of the game that's 6'5" or short.
Okogie for 3, just 3 to shoot. That's a 2 from Lee. He can't get that one to fall.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
Pass to Highland. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris finds Powell, and that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Payne. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal.
The Suns have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
Irving for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details. And we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together. Everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that. So we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen. A tremendous start for DeAndre Ayton. He had 11 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 steal. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
They've come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, get the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Reggie Bullock. Kyrie Irving is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And we see stars, Clark, that dominate with skill. Others do it more with athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism. But skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well. And I think that trumps athleticism over the long haul.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Phoenix ball.
And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Now off the inbound. Here's Ayton, and it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
Here's Durant.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas. And they also got a new GM. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And Booker kicks to Warren. This is to KD. Ayton, the pass to Durant. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's Ayton missing. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. The front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signing. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Paul. Powell pulls it in.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Doncic with the bucket.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a to make things happen.
You know, Paul loves to operate in the lane, and he's extremely good at it, but he also understands the value of stretching the defense.
Beasley's checked in for Phoenix. The Mavericks also with a sub. Green's checked in. Mavericks trail by 6. Out to Doncic. Green left side. Irving for 3. He doesn't hit that one.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Beasley, good. And the Suns lead by 8.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Doncic. Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Shooting for Dallas.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Suns leading by 7. Outside Warren. Right wing. Here's Paul. Here's Beasley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second team foul.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
The Suns making a change here. Payne's checked in.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Phoenix. Okogie comes in for T.J. Warren. Down low, here's Beasley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Beasley's got 8.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Irving misses. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Here's Payne. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And it's an 11-point Suns lead. Doncic outside. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Bullock. Now, Doncic.
2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Rejected by Booker.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Irving dishes to Doncic. Shoots over Payne. No good off the front iron. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on an 11-3 run.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
The Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in. On defense, Dallas, 11-point game. Here's Booker. He's got 5. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. They get the rebound. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on JaVale McGee.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Ayton hits them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Booker. Phoenix no good that time either. Mavericks trail by 13. Green kicks to McGee, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Doncic. Out to the right wing. Craig against Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
That one is no good. Green, the pass to Powell. Here's Doncic. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Booker. Tries yet again. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside. Ayton's got 15 points.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Doncic left side.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And so it's Phoenix with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Warren in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. KD with the bucket.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Harris kicks to Doncic. Shoots over KD. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
to Booker. Shoots from the elbow. And they get it back.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Harris dishes to Doncic. Inside, here's Zubac. It's hauled in by the Suns. 17 points was their biggest margin.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Luka Doncic. Durant with the steal. To the middle. Here's Ayton. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Powell doing a nice job recognizing when to give it up. He, to me, is the epitome of a value utility player. Knows his role.
Players, Clark, as we know, are changing teams more than ever before. Some don't like it, some do. But free agency is something historically that was fought for by the Players Club.
And again, you've heard me say it before, Kevin, empowerment of the players I'm in favor of, and freedom of movement is part of that empowerment. And sure, it can cut both ways to where some fans and league executives may be a little bit frustrated by it, but I tell you what, it's good in my mind for the players.
Mavericks trail by 17 and stolen by Ayton. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Ayton, the pass to Durant. Back to Ayton. And Zubac with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Puts it up off the inbound.
And Powell is a really reliable defender. I mean, he's excellent using his length and his quickness to throw shooters off.
Back to Bullock. Dallas moving the ball around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on 8.
And looking at Reggie Bullock, boy, he's had quite the ride as a pro.
Yeah, he certainly has, Greg. I mean, he's been a lot of places during his 8-year career, but the thing I like, no matter where he's been and what uniform he's worn, he knocks down shots and does exactly what's asked of him.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Mavericks call time here. DeAndre with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And that one's good. Durant.
What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at
Two
this
minutes
junction.
remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Booker finds Warren. 6 to shoot. Ayton trying to break free. And the shot by Warren, no good. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 15. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
And the Suns call time. They lead by 13. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Cameron Payne's checked in for Chris Paul. Ayton kicks to Warren. Booker outside. There's the pass to Warren. The jump hook and the rejection by Zubac. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Dallas foul. Zubac. Third personal foul. 15 foul.
The first free throw is good. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoff?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff.
Dwight Powell.
Something to think about.
A pretty comfortable win for them in this one. Great effort pays off for Phoenix.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeAndre Ayton.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Dallas ball. Substitution on the court.
Doncic looking it over. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. No good on that one.
At the line for Phoenix, Cameron Payne. At the line for
So he comes up empty, missing both. Ntilikina passes to Bertans. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bertans. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, KD. It was a good start. What happened with that rough patch later on, though?
We weren't disciplined. We were just shooting shots just to shoot them, throwing passes just to...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for...
Hey! Wait, this is out of context, but do you guys know that Hello Kitty is not a cat? So what is she? A girl with like some mustache?
Scrapping diamonds from the ground, look at me now. Taking L, no, I take, look at me now. See my name's on the list, not just anybody. Look at this, look at wrist, everything is on me. Scrapping diamonds from the ground, look at me now. Taking L, no, I take, look at me now. See my name's on the list, not just anybody. Look at this, look at wrist, everything is on me. Guess who's back on the scene now? It's ramen girl with a V now. I got some people who be hating my but not all they wanna do is say hi now. Where you still here, say nah. Where you looking so stiff like a new. I've been making big moves, so go eat now. And my baby still cute, kawaii now. Whoa, I was just a kid with a simple dream, wanna be rich, wanna play all day. I remember times when I compromised and I realized I betrayed myself. What's the meaning of obedience? If it pays more to be a deviant, I refuse to be treated like that. And it's Fendi bags, my Fendi facts. Anybody trying to be a little me? This will be underneath where you look so sick, you look so. Must be home on money looking how you think will it be? I don't smile and I don't.